I've kind of fallen off the favorites train for a little bit. Like I haven't done a favorites video since my 2013 yearly favorites. And you know, January then passed and I was like, oh, I just did a 2013 yearly favorites. I don't feel like doing a January one. But now it's February and I'm ready for it. I'm with it. I have new things that I liked. So first we're going to start with the two things I have that are not beauty related. First, it is a body butter from the Body Shop. And it is the Blueberry Special Edition Blueberry Body Butter, which I guess means that it's not around for a long time. And mother of God, does this smell good. It smells like blueberries, as the name states. But like it's not like overwhelmingly like sickening sweet that Body Shop can sometimes produce. It's like a really lovely subtle blueberry scent and I'm really into it. And I love body butters all year long because what's not to love? Like some people, I know some people really don't like that like kind of heavier feeling to body butters, but I like that feeling because I feel like it's doing something. So coat me in body butter and make it blueberry. The next favorite I have is, okay, so this one's kind of a cheat. It's not a favorite yet, but I know it will be when the weather calls for it. It's like a favorite that I have, that I purchased, that I just kind of look at. And I'm just sitting there and waiting until I can actually use it. But it is these flats from Aldo. And they look like this. They're just, I'm not much of a flat wearer, I'll be honest. When it's summertime and it's hot and like just uncomfortable and everything feels gross, I normally wear sandals. Like I choose to wear sandals because that's easy. And I rarely find myself being like, I need to put on my flats. But I figured for spring and summer, these are a really nice pair that if I do get that feeling, I'll have something appropriate for it. They're brown, so they go with everything. And they kind of have this like woven-y kind of deal going on, this woven pattern. And I like that they're pointed because it gives me a little bit of a fancy feel. And they were down from $50 all the way down to $24.98. So at half off, I was like, I can dig it. Excuse me, also, who's buying this at $50? I'm just so confused. Sometimes Aldo's shoe pricing really confuses me. I'm like, who do you think you are? Like, why are your shoes so expensive? You're just Aldo. I don't get it. But anyways, that's another story. This is another non-beauty favorite. It is this skirt. I don't know if you can even see it. It's an A-line skirt and it kind of sits a little higher on the waistband and it has a leather trim across the top and a leather trim kind of almost diagonally across it, and then it opens up at the bottom, so there's kind of like a little angled action going on down there. There's an exposed zipper on the front, and the front paneling right here is this, it might be big washed out, but it's like a minty seafoam color, and then the other side paneling is a navy blue. And I love this skirt so much. It's from Club Monaco. I don't know if I said that, but I saw it when I went there, and I was, first of all, I had zero intention of spending money in Club Monaco because ain't nobody got Club Monaco money right now. But I went in and I saw it, and I saw it when I was walking by, and I just looked at it at the corner of my eye and I was like, I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna keep walking. And then, you know, I did the rounds of the store, came back to the skirt, and I was like, I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch it. And then I picked it up and it just felt right. Like, you know, the fabric has weight to it. And I was like, I'm not gonna try it on. I'm not gonna try it on. And then I tried it on, and then it was game over. And then I bought the skirt. So that's my sad story. That's the story of how I spent too much money on a skirt. But here's my thought process, okay? It's really nice. It's classy. I can dress it up. I can dress it down. And it's such good quality material that I'll have it for a really long time. Like, it's not like buying something from like H&M and then like having it spontaneously combust in like a couple months and be like, oh, that was a waste of money, you know? I feel like I'll have this for a while. So, also it says like do not wash, like machine wash, and it also says do not dry clean. So I'm just really confused. Do I just spot treat it? Questions. I hope I don't get it dirty. Now on to the beauty items. First, we're gonna talk a little quick about Bare Minerals Mineral Foundation. I already did a video on it. I've mentioned it a lot. I've also done a blog post on it. I'll link it below. I just love this stuff. I think it's amazing. It's really good for just looking natural. And having this makes me want to look natural more often versus like full on makeup. When I put this on, I'm like, oh, I'll just put on a little bit of mascara and then suddenly feel like I'm done, versus like when I'm using liquid foundation, I'm like, well, I'm already putting all this work into my base. I might as well like contour and highlight and put on lots of mascara and eyeshadow and lipstick. But when I'm wearing this, I'm like, I'll just look fresh faced today. And I like that feeling. My shade is Golden Dark and it's dope. I'm into it. About the skirt, because I will never forget that skirt. I have a picture on Instagram, which is wait a little, of what a more accurate representation of what the shape looks like, because I feel like me doing this didn't really do much for it, but it's beautiful, guys. Stop. Anyways, back to the makeup. Next, I have an oldie but a goodie. It is the NARS blush in the shade Taj Mahal. I kind of forgot how much I liked this, and then I found it in my makeup again and I was like, oh yeah, this was awesome. So sometimes when I'm wearing the Bare Minerals and I don't feel like wearing a lot, I'll just brush this onto my cheekbones, and it's kind of a really shimmery, not even really shimmery, like it looks orange here, like it looks terrifying, but like when you blend it out, it kind of just turns into this bronzy, goldeny light wash of orange, but it's hard to describe. It's really flattering on deep skin tones, like super flattering, and it's just awesome. So I'll kind of dust this on my cheekbones after I've put on my mineral foundation, and I just feel kind of like glowy and like nice. I feel nice. I've also really been loving this Bite Agave lip mask. The packaging looks like crap right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, but that's only because I've been loving it so much. It's essentially like a really hydrating lip balm. They call it mask, and like I get why, because it's really thick, but it's a really hydrating lip balm, and I pretty much use this just before bed. I try not to overuse it because it wasn't cheap. It was like $30. So when my lips are in need or like they're kind of chapped, I use this, and I use it right before bed, like pretty much every night. I don't know why I'm out of breath. I feel like I've run a marathon, but I think it's because I'm forgetting to breathe. Life skills, breathing. But yeah, I really love this stuff. It's pretty much like one of the best lip balms I've ever used in my entire life, and it tastes delicious and it smells delicious. The packaging's like a little tough to work with because it's like a metal tube and like it's a really thick paste, so it's kind of hard to squeeze out. But other than that, like I have no fault with this, and I would absolutely repurchase it again once it was finished. That's that. Also, like I've been having chapped lips way less lately, which has no correlation to the weather, I know, because the weather has been getting increasingly worse. So I really feel like this is the only thing that's changed, because nothing else has. Next, we have a little bit of eyeshadow action. I don't know why I spoke in that tone. What do I feel like talking about first? Chocolate Bar palette. Chocolate Bar palette. Come on. Come on. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's got amazing shades. It's got a nice mix of neutrals, and also a couple like wildcard shades. I don't know why I did that. It was like wildcard. I think that's what I was thinking about when I did that. Anyways, got a couple wildcard shades. It's just a beautiful palette that smells like chocolate. I mean, what else do I really need to say? I've never really had cosmetics from Too Faced before because it just didn't really interest me. I don't know. I always walk past the section in Sephora and look at it for 2 seconds and then I'm like, no thanks. But as a first foray into like Too Faced products, I'm really into this and really impressed with it. I think it's awesome. I think the shades are cool and it makes me want to try other things by Too Faced. So well played. Next I have a MAC eyeshadow, and it is in pan. Here's the thing. I recently purchased a MAC palette, and by recently I mean like sometime late last year. And I'm not one of those people who's like, ooh, I have a MAC palette and I want to fill it up. I want to fill it up real fast. I'm kind of more like taking my time with it. Like if I happen to be in a MAC and I happen to like an eyeshadow, I purchase it. But I don't go out of my way to like build a MAC eyeshadow collection because I think that's really expensive and silly. So I've been taking my time with it. That being said, my battery is dying. It's flashing at me. I need to change my battery. Be right back. That being said, I have attained a few eyeshadows. over the past few months, and one of them has been this one, Brown Script, right here, and it is just like a matte terracotta brownish shade, and it is beautiful. It is so smooth. So that's it right there. But it's kind of great for crease work or really warm bronzy eye looks. It's really awesome for. So I've been really digging on that shade. Also, it's so smooth and buttery. I really love it. I think I'm gonna buy some Makeup Geek eyeshadows though and throw some of those in here because they're well priced and I hear they're awesome and they fit in MAC pants. So like 2 birds, 1 stone, you know? My next favorite is an eyebrow favorite. It is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Chocolate. I don't think I'm as obsessed with this as a lot of people are. I don't think it's holy grail, but I'm definitely very happy to have it, and it definitely makes my brows look awesome. I think this is more fuss than using like a pencil and eyeshadow. I think it takes a lot more work, but you get a really awesome long-lasting eyebrow from this. Your brows look amazing when you use it. I use like an angled brush and this. I'm not sure if I said my shade is chocolate. And it's just, it gives a really awesome finish, and sometimes I accidentally like wipe my eyebrow and it's still there. It doesn't disappear. Like for instance, this is me wiping my eyebrow. Like, you know what I mean? Like nothing came off of it. Like, huh? It's pretty impressive. So I really love this. I would definitely repurchase it. It just takes a little bit more time to be as precise as you could be with a pencil. And that's my only qualm. But other than that, that's not even a real issue. I'm down to take a little bit more time on my eyebrows because they don't exist without any form of product. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you doing so. Don't forget to comment and like this video if you did. I have a blog. It is waitalittle.com if you feel like checking it out. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.